Tonight at 10, 13 people are dead and more than 100 injured after a van plows into crowds at one of Barcelona's most famous tourist areas. The white van drove for more than half a mile, hitting shoppers and holidaymakers in the busy market area Las Ramblas. There's panic on the streets as people try to escape.
Come with me.
Many fled into nearby shops and restaurants to try to find safety.
I saw a white van with the side door open. We heard gunshots, whether it was the police or from the van, I don't know. Didn't hang around for that.
I saw people falling on the pavement. I think some six people. And then I was doubting what to do, to run towards, but it was very unclear.
Armed police combed the streets for a man seen running from the van. Tonight they have arrested 2 suspects. This is the man police say is suspected of renting the van used to kill and wound so many. So-called Islamic State says it was behind the attack. We'll have the latest from Barcelona. Also tonight.
Oh my gosh, no way!
The first rise in top A-level grades for 6 years as boys finally overtake the girls. President Trump says America's history is being ripped apart as statues with links to slavery are pulled down. And why a pink ball is being used for the first time in a test match in England.
And we'll be getting all the latest updates tonight on the terror attack in Barcelona. 13 people have been killed and dozens injured after a van ploughed into the crowds in the popular tourist area.
Good evening. 13 people have been killed in Barcelona and more than 100 injured after a van was driven into the crowds at one of the city's most popular tourist sites. So-called Islamic State has claimed responsibility for the attack. Thousands of people, holidaymakers, shoppers and locals were on the packed street in Barcelona when the attack happened late this afternoon. A white van was driven at speed along the famous pedestrianised market area called Las Ramblas. The driver turned into the crowds at this point here and drove the rented van for around half a mile through them, killing and wounding dozens of people as he went. Well, our correspondent Gavin Lee is there for us tonight. Gavin.
Well, tonight the police have completely cordoned off and put on lockdown Playa de las Ramblas, the whole promenade, the most famous promenade in Europe, certainly in Spain. And what they're saying is 13 people have been killed, more than 100 people have been injured, and at least 15 people are in a critical condition. But what's happening behind me tonight, people are being told to hide. There are still people hiding in a museum nearby because the search is on for more men who are said to be behind this terrorist attack. And here's how the events unfolded tonight.